Did you know that nearly 80% of Americans say they've shared personal problems with someone, only to later regret it? Picture this. You've just had a rough day. You're sitting with a friend, venting about everything from work stress to that big financial decision weighing on you. They nod, sympathize, maybe even give you a few words of advice. But the next day you feel off. Instead of feeling better, you feel vulnerable, as if you gave away a piece of yourself that maybe you should have held on to. We all face problems, big or small. But here's the thing, not every issue in your life is meant to be shared. Today, we're going to dig into why keeping certain things to yourself can be healthier, smarter, and even more empowering. When you share your problems openly, especially with people who might not have the full context or aren't equipped to understand, you risk feeling misjudged. Talking about a challenging situation can actually reinforce its power over you. The more you share, the more it feels real, heavy, and perhaps even insurmountable. Psychologists refer to this as the rumination effect, where dwelling on an issue can make it feel bigger than it actually is. The result? You end up feeling worse about yourself in the situation. Sometimes holding back gives you time to process without outside influence. Here's a hard truth. Not everyone is in a position to truly help you. Sharing personal issues can be a bit like throwing seeds into the wind. Sometimes they land in good soil, but often they don't. Many people, even close friends, might lack the emotional tools, the knowledge, or the right experience to give you genuine support. Instead, they may offer surface-level solutions, or worse, advice that can mislead you. When you're facing challenges, consider reserving your thoughts for people who are trained or equipped to listen objectively, like a therapist or mentor. They're more likely to provide balanced, well-thought-out feedback without projecting their own fears or biases onto you. Oversharing doesn't just affect how you feel. It also invites outside opinions, judgments, and sometimes gossip. The truth is, people are wired to form opinions. And once someone knows your struggles, they might see you in a different light, even unintentionally. A problem you shared in a moment of vulnerability might later become part of how someone perceives you. Let's take a real-world example. Say you're dealing with financial stress. You share it with a coworker, hoping for some understanding. But later you notice they don't see you as the confident, capable person you want to be. Now, every time you meet, there's an undercurrent of judgment or pity. And let's be honest, that's not what anyone wants. Relying on others to solve your problems can chip away at your self-confidence. When we constantly seek validation or solutions from others, we often lose the ability to trust our instincts. Self-reliance is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Instead of sharing everything, try taking a step back. Ask yourself, how can I work through this on my own? Building your resilience and solving problems independently not only strengthens your character, but also gives you a sense of accomplishment. You'll feel empowered, knowing that you don't need to lean on someone else for every hurdle. There's something powerful about being selective with what you share. When you keep parts of your life private, you control your narrative. You decide who knows what and when. By maintaining that boundary, you safeguard not only your peace, but also your reputation. For example, think about celebrities or public figures who are notoriously private. People respect them not just for what they say, but for what they don't say. Privacy gives you control, stability, and, in many ways, a certain level of respect from others. Because when you keep parts of your life to yourself, you cultivate mystery, self-control, and a sense of inner peace. Finally, when you keep your issues private, you're more likely to focus on solving them rather than dwelling on them. Sharing can sometimes be a way to vent, but venting doesn't always equal progress. In fact, it can stall it. Instead of discussing your problems with others, channel that energy into brainstorming solutions. Write down a plan, set small goals, and track your progress. This shift in focus, from problem to solution, can be incredibly empowering. Remember, it's okay to share sometimes, especially if you trust the person deeply. But next time you face a challenge, consider handling it differently. Think of it as an opportunity to grow, to build resilience, and to truly trust yourself. You might be surprised by how powerful you feel when you keep certain things just for you. Take care of yourself and remember, not every chapter of your life is meant for an audience.